get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing, man? I hope everybody's staying out the way out there, man, because that's what we doing on this channel. If you watch this channel, you must stay out the way. We're not going to make the wrong moves. We're not going to make the wrong decisions. We're going to do everything right so we can stay out here with our family. I'm telling y'all, we're not trying to go to these jails this summer in this heat. It's going to be sweaty, stinky. We staying out here with our peoples, y'all, because we're going to stay our ass out the way. That's what we're going to do, man, all times, man. So I encourage everybody to look at this channel to stay out the way, please, man. But don't think I ain't been noticing everybody turning me up. Like, sharing, and subscribing. I see it. Let's keep going up. Keep sharing me. Get me out there. Let's grow the channel. Let's keep doing it big. We have to. It's our job. It's my job. Let's get it, y'all. I promise y'all I got y'all. Keep turning me up. Keep turning me up, man, because that's what I need, man. I appreciate that. But let's get down to business, man. The story I have for y'all today, man, I'm going to call it Tight Leg. And the reason why I call this Tight Leg, I know where everybody's wondering, like, why the hell is you calling this Tight Leg? Well, I'm calling this story Tight Leg, man, because when I heard Tight Leg the first time in prison, it was one of the most disgusting things, one of the most scary things, but kind of the most funniest things I ever heard in my life too. But it's all wrapped in one. It was a bittersweet situation, y'all. So I'm gonna share it with y'all, man. But let me take y'all back to Sussex, man. You know what I mean? When I was in 3D, the only population part in that building. Now, this is around the time in the cell with Hot Rod as well. Rest in peace to my bro. You know what I mean? I'll say around this time, what's going on now, what I'm about to tell y'all is like, it was kind of like normal stuff going on. Like, you got to understand that Sussex, there's a lot of things I already saw. It was a lot of things I already witnessed. And it was a lot of weirdos that I already encountered. Like, prison is filled with weirdos. Like, it's filled with a lot of crazy gangsters, a lot of weirdos, a lot of maniacs, a lot of just crazy people, man. Like, you never don't want to meet in your life. I'm telling you, like, you're going to meet some of the most craziest people when you come to prison. So that's why you must stay out the way, because you don't ever want to meet these people, man. But, like, I can remember being in 3D, man, and I had a homeboy, and this dude that I knew, man, he used to rock with this young boy, you know what I mean? And him and the young boy was cool. The young boy actually used to make candy, and he used to sew. The young boy had a lot of hustles that I'm talking about, man. And this little dude I'm talking about, man, his name is Lil Robbie, man. And Lil Robbie, he was crazy, man. Like, Robbie was crazy as hell. Like, he wasn't crazy like, I'm gonna kill you crazy. He just was like a funny young boy, man. Like, he was, you know, I came in young, so I can kind of relate seeing somebody else that was 19, 20 in prison, you know what I mean? And he was one of them dudes that he could adapt. Like, you could tell that he probably was getting in trouble his whole life. So he was like already like jail made. And, you know, coming to prison at that young age, somebody like me, when I came to prison at a young age, I was more green. I was trying to, you know, figure it out. With Robbie, he was basically more trying to, like, you know what I mean, find his niche, find what he was, you know what I mean, good at. And like, what I liked about him is that he was a hustler, you know what I mean? I saw that from him at a young age. Like, he was somebody that used to be on his grind at all times. So, like I told y'all, he used to sew and he used to make candy. So I used to buy candy from him a lot. Like, he used to make the suckers, you know what I mean, the prison suckers. And he was a beast at that joint, man. Like, he used to do a lot of stuff, man. And bro used to make his little change, man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really think he had a lot of people that was holding him down, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he used to make his own bread. So, like, from seeing how I was when I was young, when I came in and I wasn't hustling in the beginning, I wasn't doing nothing. Like I was just green, and to seeing how Robbie was like at a young age, it was a little different. But I'd say Robbie was like probably like 5. He was a little guy. I ain't even gonna lie. He probably was like 5'5", 5'6" at the most. I'd say 160 pounds, 150 pounds. Like he was a little skinny little young boy, man. You know what I mean? And you know, he came to a good pod when he came to 3D because, you know, we was gonna get money time in there, me and my roommate, and a lot of other dudes, they was trying to do their own little thing too, but at the same time, like it wasn't a pod that I feel like he would feel like he would come to and he'll be extorted or nothing like that. Excuse me, y'all. So Robbie actually had a homeboy, man, that he used to be with, man. Another dude from Eastern Shores that was in our block, and his name was Tony. And Tony actually used to rock with him too, you know what I mean? So like that was like his little dude right there. So everybody had love for Robbie, man. You know what I mean? Robbie used to run around selling his candy, sewing things up. He used to put he used to sew the pockets. So, you know, when we buy sweats from property in prison, it don't come with pockets. It's just sweatpants when you buy your sweatpants. But he was able to put the pockets on your sweatpants. Like, you know what I mean? He had a great hustle with that too. So young boy used to have a lot of stuff in his cell. Like, you know, a lot of dudes from other buildings and everything used to deal with him with the candy and with the sewing. So he was doing this thing, man, but everything was going smooth in our pod, like with the young boy doing that, you know what I mean? But I can remember one day, y'all, his roommate was cool. His roommate was a cool dude too. And I want to say his roommate was from Norfolk, but I can't think of this older dude's name. He was an older dude, but I can't think of his name. But that was his roommate. So when he was in the room with him, he used to get the game from the older dude from the town. And he used to like basically just tell him, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you hustling, but you need to be careful. Stop being into everything, because sometimes Robbie will stick his neck into stuff he ain't had nothing to do with. And everybody used to just tell him, like, just make sure you being safe, especially his roommate and his homeboy Tony and Hot Rod. Everybody used to always try to school the young boy. He was just one of those cool young boys that everybody just seen good in, and everybody just try to help the best way they can, because he was the youngest dude in our pod. But with his roommate, everything was going smooth with his roommate. They were doing good, and out of nowhere, his roommate cursed out the CEO one day over some petty stuff. I forgot what it was. It was something petty, but all I know is they came back later on that day with some trash bags, and they locked his roommate up, y'all. And his roommate was out of there. And it was crazy, you know what I mean? Like, it was wild. Like, now Robbie's in the cell dolo, but that goes on in prison. Sometimes you can't really like get comfortable enough that you're gonna keep your cellie. Sometimes I used to get comfortable when I was in the cell with certain dudes, but I know it was a matter of time before they try to break us up. That's just how prison is. So like, I kind of got used to that anyway. So boom, with his cellie going to the hole, y'all, and now Robbie being in there dolo, he had to get a roommate. So he ended up getting a roommate one day, and we was in the cell when his roommate came in the pod. Now when a new dude comes in the pod, regardless of in the cell or not, you're actually going to see when the doors open, boom, the slide door open, you'll see somebody new coming in. And everybody will come to the door, and everybody be looking like, yo, somebody might know him or whatever, but you will hear noise or whatever the case is, you'll know somebody new coming in the pod. So I looked out the door, and I seen it was this big diesel dude. Like, he was diesel. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he was chiseled, y'all. He was big, black, you know what I mean? It looked like he been working out for years type of workout. Like, it just don't look like, it looked like he was somewhere that had weights. Now, y'all know not Lawrenceville, Sussex didn't have weights. All Sussex had, because it was a level 4, they had pull-up bars, dip bars, and push-up bars. Everything else you get from the rough, you get from your imagination. Dudes had water bags. Like, dudes just do other stuff because there wasn't no weights up there. So you would just get like a great workout on just all pull-ups and push-ups, and dudes would get right from that too. But this man right here that just came in the pod, I could tell from even with his clothes on, he was diesel as hell. Now, he wasn't tall as hell, but he was diesel as hell. He probably was like my height. You know what I mean? He wasn't super tall, 6 feet at the most, a little taller than me at the most. But I just saw who was coming in the pod. So bro asked me who was that coming in the pod. I tell him, like, yo, I think dude Robbie, you know what I mean? I think he got a new roommate, you know what I mean? He like, all right, so boom. He like, who is it? You know? I was like, I ain't never seen this dude. So boom, we come out for rep. And we come out for rep. Dude come out immediately. dude is on workout mode. Like as soon as the doors pop, he's working out. So Robbie came. Robbie cell was actually, I think he was in cell 11. I want to say he was in cell 11. So he was under us because me and Hot Rod was in cell 40. So he was under us. So boom, when we come out for rep, Robbie like, damn. He was like, man, they done moved. And like I told y'all, he was funny, man. So he was like, man, they done moved goddamn Timbo Slice in my zip. I was like, who? I was like, who the hell out of here? So y'all know who Timbo Slice is. So when I came downstairs and actually got a good look at this dude, he kind of did look like Timbo Slice. And then Robbie was like, look, guess what his name is? I was like, what? He was like, his name is Timbo. I was like, Timbo? He was like, man, that's Timbo Slice. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yo. So when me and bro got a good look at him, he was big, he was black, and he used to rock the baldy, but before he get the baldy, like if it's through the week or like something like that, y'all know the hair grow back, he'll have kind of like the George Jefferson, you know what I mean, with the bald at the top, with the hair on the side, and he had the beard, you know what I mean, he had the naughty beard. Man, that's my word, he had like a bootleg Timbo Slice, We started calling that man Timbo Slice, and this man name was Timbo, man, and he told me the dude moving the dude Timbo that they moved in his cell. He was like, man, dude, cool. He was like, he got his own stuff, you know what I mean? He was like, you know, he moved in the cell. Everything was love. Everything was cool. So I'm just like, damn. But at the same time, I'm just like, damn. Like, as soon as the doors pop, I come downstairs. Robbie right there. We talking to Robbie. Dude is in the corner already banging out. Like, he ain't been in this, like, and then he came out the hole. So, like, usually when dudes get out the hole, they usually get out the hole, go take a shower, go call their peoples, like, you know what I mean? No, as soon as the doors pop, Timbo was on the box. He had his box outside their door, and he was doing push-ups with his feet on the box, like doing the good money push-ups. Boom, boom, boom. And he doing like 100 clip. He doing like 100 a clip. So, damn. So, like, you know, everybody looking. I haven't seen nobody really run to him yet from no city to really see where's he's from. You know what I mean? Robbie was like, he haven't asked him yet where he from. You know what I mean? So, nobody knew where he was from. You know what I mean? But this man was just on his workout, diesel as hell. You know what I mean? And I didn't think nothing of him. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I thought he would be a friendly. I thought he was on some friendly time, and it wasn't on no BS time. Because, you know, at the end of the day in our pod, we had stuff going on, so we never really wanted to see somebody that was in the way, bring somebody in the way in our pod that's gonna stir our pod up. I told y'all in 3D, we was the only population pod in that building. So the sergeants, from the sergeants to the lieutenants to the unit manager, they used to rock with everybody in our pod because we was the only pod they had to deal with. You know what I mean? So they just used to let us run wild. Dudes might fight every now and then. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be no crazy stuff because they'll just handle it inside. You know what I mean? It won't be no crazy stuff. So we just didn't want no craziness coming in there like that. But they moved this man in here. He's diesel as hell. I'm already saying in my head, me and bro get into it with him. We gonna have to bank him. You know what I mean? Because he looked like he's strong as an ox. So we already on point with Hot Rod. Like, man, he ain't big because Hot Rod was big too. But dude had more experience than you could tell. Like he was lifting weights, so he was like more defined than Hot Rod. Hot Rod, my roommate was a big dude too. But boom. So we lock in for the first lockdown, you know what I mean? Boom, everything's smooth now. The dude Tony from Eastern Shores that rock with Robbie, he's not really tripping either. But he sleeps in the cell next to us in 39, so we can talk to him through the vent. But it's actually 4 people connected to, like, it's my cell, it's his cell, it's the cell under me, and it's the cell under him. From that vent, like, everybody can talk. The 4 of us can talk. The 4 cells can talk, but also the 4 cells can hear your business. So if I'm talking to Tony about something, all the 3 other cells are going to be able to hear it. The other 2 cells are going to be able to hear it. So, boom, we in a jump. So Tony ain't come out that morning. So he like, yo, what's up with little bro roommate that just moved in there? He good? I'm like, yeah, he just look like he like to work out. He diesel as hell. You know what I mean? He big as hell. He just look like he about to work out. But y'all will never know, like, when there's a weirdo coming. Like, they come like you know what I mean? They come in, they really wolves, but they come in sheep's clothing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, dudes are so sneaky in prison. Like, y'all think people sneaky on the street, like you have to be a little bit more strategic in prison when it comes to like doing crazy stuff and you trying to sneak something over somebody's eyes and you like, you know what I mean? When you just on some maniac time and you trying to get over, like dudes are really, really sneaky. And sometimes it takes a minute for you to see how this person is. Now, when you're inside of a little area like we are, when you're in prison, like somebody's personality is bound to come out. Like whoever they really are is bound to come out. It's a fact. Cause I done seen it a million times. Like when you're in something small as we was in for years, months, days around the same people, you're gonna see somebody's personality. You're gonna see how this person really is. So the dude Timbo, he just stayed to himself. He stayed to himself. So that showed us right there that he wasn't really from Tidewater. He wasn't from Richmond. He wasn't from Northern Virginia. You know what I mean? They said bro was from North Carolina. You know what I mean? Close to Virginia, wherever he was, wherever part of North Carolina. Dudes just told me he was from NC. They used to call him NC. They said he was from NC, and it was like another dude in Ford building that knew him. You know what I mean? And he used to go outside and talk to him when he go outside to work out. You'll see him talking to this dude, and that dude so happened to be from North Carolina. But everybody was saying he got locked up. He wherever North Carolina is from, is part of the close part that's close to Virginia. He ended up getting locked in Virginia, and that's why he's in Virginia. But they also said this man has already been down 15 years. So this is 2006. So he already is advanced, majorly advanced. Who knows what he's into, but he's already been down 15 years. So now, when we're coming out, Robbie is telling us everything about the man now, because I guess him and the man is kicking it. So he was like, yeah, he was like, look, he was like, dude, cool, man, dude, super cool, man, you know what I mean, dude, cool as hell, you know, he's been down this many years, you know what I mean, he was like, and he make wine, you know what I mean, so now, at this point, I haven't really been introduced to the wine game until I really got to Lawrenceville. Now, Lawrenceville, excuse me, y'all, the wine game is crazy. It's major wine. Dudes are making major wine up there. Sussex, it wasn't like that. Now, you would see people doing it, but I wasn't really into it yet. That wasn't my thing. I just smoked the weed, you know what I mean? I never really got into like getting drinks. Like, I wasn't into it like that yet. But some people used to be into it. So Robbie coming out, and I think it was intriguing him to kind of like the dude make wine, because like I say, like on Sussex, it's a big thing, you know what I mean? So he was like, the dude make the wine too, man. So, you know, Robbie is the ultimate hustler, so he's thinking ultimate hustler. He like, yeah, so look, I'm about to order this and order that, you know what I mean? And get him this and get him that, and get him to make me something. I'm gonna sell it, you know what I mean? So he's like on his ultimate hustler thing. So he's telling me and the dude Tony this. So as me and the dude Tony listening, he like, yeah, so what dude from? He was like, he from North Carolina, you know what I mean? He was like, you know, he cool, you know what I mean? He was like, he been down 15 already, you know what I mean? That's what Tony said. He was like, yeah, dude been down 15. So, you know, I don't know if that really kind of like rubbed Tone the wrong way, because Tone had already did a bid. Tony had already did a bid, so he know dudes can be shaky. Dudes that been locked up a long time, like they be the ones that say they ain't doing nothing, but the whole time they be the ones shaking. they be the ones shaking out the whole time. So like, I didn't catch it. I'm still like, I'm for 6 years in prison. So like, I know kind of like when it's some BS, but like still like, it's not my business. He's not my roommate. Robbie's cool. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he got to do his bid. So look, boom, everything's great. You know what I mean? Everything's great. And goddamn, one day, I guess the dude was supposed to be making some wine. So we seen before when they made the first batch of wine, we seen the dude, you know what I mean? Like I told y'all, the personalities that come out. Like the longer you're around people in that little box, how they have us in prison, personality that come out on the street. You can hide your personality because you can bounce around, be over here, be over there. In jail, no, you're gonna wake up, go to sleep around the same dudes. So your personality can't get can't be hidden that long. So the dude made the wine, and he was selling the wine. I didn't get none, you know what I mean? But I knew somebody who got some, and they was like, yo, it's a missile, you know what I mean? Like he made a missile. So a lot of dudes that bought the wine from him was drunk, you know what I mean? And I seen Robbie, he was coming out with his cup, and you know, he was kicking it with us. He had getting his little buzz on, you know what I mean? Now, his roommate, when he came out, me and bro looking at him like, man, look at Timbo Slice. Like, we used to joke dude for real, man. We used to be like, man, look at Timbo Slice. Timbo Slice look like a maniac now. He's out walking around now in the pod with his shirt off. Diesel as hell. drinking the wine. Now, you don't supposed to be drinking the wine like kind of like out in public. I mean, well, not out in public, but like at least out in the middle of the pod. You can't let the police see you, even though they don't really know what's in the cup. But at the same time, though, like, damn, like, he was just moving around. Man, like, you could tell the drinks gave, it boosted his adrenaline. And, like, he was, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know. So the few dudes he did talk to in the pod, like, he's like, yeah. He like voice loud and, you know what I mean? He looking like he just on some crazy shit. So, like, I'm like, damn, so the drinks turn him up. You know what I mean? Robbie is in a happy mode. You know what I mean? Robbie is like, damn, like, you know what I mean? He feeling like he got a good roommate, you know what I mean? Dude make the wine, dude got his own stuff, you know what I mean? He might feel like dude might protect him, I don't know, you know what I mean? But at the same time, Tony didn't like dude, you know what I mean? Tony didn't like the dude, you know what I mean? Which was Robbie big homie kind of, you know what I mean? He really didn't like Timbo Slice. He thought Timbo Slice was one of them dudes that was soft for real. And Tony used to be on that type of stuff. Like, he was like, yeah, man, I don't like him, man. I just think he hard on the low. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, we just be catching crazy eye contact, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean? I was like, he looked funny to me, man. He looked like Timbo Slice. Not Kimbo Slice. He looked like Timbo Slice in the face. So, boom. That was the first time he made the wine. Everything went smooth. Everything was good. You know what I mean? It wasn't no upsets, no hiccups, nothing going on like that. So, boom. Another time they came up with the wine I can remember, which was the crazy time, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, because they made the wine. Everything was going smooth. Same routine as last time, you know what I mean? Of course, Robbie is drunk. Robbie is super lit, you know what I mean? Robbie is lit, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell, like, he asked me, can he buy some smoke? We sold him some weed, you know what I mean? So he had some weed with his drink. So like that intensifies your buzz. So he was lit. He was feeling good. You know what I mean? He was feeling good the whole time. Timbo Slice walking around the pod with shirt off, looking diesel as hell again. And it was just crazy. So boom, we locked down, y'all. This was the last lockdown. We locked down for the rest of the night. So me and bro going to cell, we chilling. And we in there kicking it. And I forgot what movie they was playing. I wish I could remember this movie, because this really made me remember this story, because I remember me and bro was watching the movie, and this is how it all went down. So me and bro used to be in the cell. Like, I had the bottom bunk. Hot Rod used to like the top bunk, but we had two boxes. Yeah, we'd have a box at the back of the wall on this side, a box at the back of the wall on this side. We'll just be sitting next to each other, and we'll have my TV in the middle on another box. And that's how we used to watch TV, you know what I mean? Like, when it's time to lay down, we'll just lay down, you know what I mean, for real. But we'll just be up watching TV on the box, smoking or whatever. So me and bro just chilling, you know what I mean? We watching the movie. Wish I could remember what movie, man, but we're actually watching the movie. And as we're watching the movie, we hear we hear like a noise, kind of like the noise that we heard was like, it wasn't like somebody getting punched on noise or somebody screaming noise. It wasn't a noise like that. But I told y'all, when you're in the cells, you know what I mean, especially at night, you know, the rooms are shallow. You hear a lot of noises. Like, you can hear a lot of stuff just floating noises. Like, you can hear people talking. Like, you better, like, if you're talking to your roommate about something important, you need to get your voice together, because not only the people in those vents that I told you that are connected, they can hear you, people all over the pod can hear you at night. So like, you need to, like, you have to fix your voice to kind of be like, yo, bro, like, you got to know how to talk, because everybody will know your business. So with that being said, like, you will still hear noises. So we're in the cell, and like I told y'all, Robbie is his cell, him and Timbo Slice cell is under ours. So we already knew they had drinks. They've been drinking all day. He's lit. Everybody's been lit in the pod. I didn't drink that stuff. I didn't drink till I got to Lawrenceville. When I got to Lawrenceville, it just felt better for me to, you know what I mean? The wine game looked more cleaner, looked more better. At Sussex, it just looked like some real prison wine type shit. So I really didn't deal with it. But everybody in the pod is lit. So me and bro in the cell watching the movie, and we hear a noise like, boom! But it was like a noise like like, just say, like, this, if you ram your door with your body, like, you know what I mean? That noise will make, that, you ramming your body to the door, that would make a noise like, boom! Like, you will hear it. So we heard the noise. So when we heard it, it was just one noise. But like I say, these people are under us. They definitely came from under this, wherever our cells was at, the noise came from under us. So we heard the noise, like, damn, me and Hot Rod was like, well, you know, because that be the noise when people fighting, you know what I mean? So we like, what the hell? So we go to the door and look, Hot Rod go to the door and look, nothing of it. Nothing of it. We didn't hit nothing else of it. So boom. Tone come to the event. He like, yo, you heard that? I was like, yeah, he said, sound like somebody rumbling. I was like, oh, maybe they wrestling. I don't know. So we went back to watch the movie. Next thing you know, people hit the police noise. We see police is running in the joint. As police is running in the joint, we look up. They say, open up 11. As they're coming, they open up 11. That's Robbie's cell. So we like, so now we on the door. Me and Hot Rod on the door. I'm up high. He looking, Hot Rod like under here looking. We like, what the hell going on? As we looking, we see Robbie. Boom, he shoot out the cell. When he shoot out the cell, we see goddamn Timbo Slice. Timbo Slice come out the cell. No shirt game. And the police like, what is going on? What is, Robbie like, oh my, Robbie is hot, man. Listen, Robbie is terrified, man. Like, I went from seeing a cool young boy that be on his grind that kind of look like he can know how to deal with prison to like, he's crying. Like, he's just like, he can't even get the words out. Like, it looked like back in the day when you start crying and you can't really talk. Like, he looked like he couldn't even talk. So Tone like, yo, what's up, you good? So the police like, yo, y'all get him. So the police took both of them out. The police takes both of them out. So we like, what the hell happened? What the hell is going on? So boom. Like, damn, man. When they was in there fight, I was like, man, I know Robbie ain't trying to fight that big ass dude, man. You know what I mean? Man, Tone was like, man, Robbie will fight anybody. You know what I mean? He was like, he don't care about the side. I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy, man. So that whole night, all the way up to the next day, we got down, you know what I mean? We thought it was a fight. Like, everybody was thinking it was a fight that was going on. So boom. Now, they locked both of these people up. But I told y'all, we're in 3D, which is the only population pod in that building. The other pods in that building are segregation. But the people in our pod actually works in all three of those segregation pods. So you can go see people and talk to people and boom, boom, boom. Now, the dude, Tony from Eastern Shores, he had a job. He used to go back there in the hole and work. So immediately, he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to go back there and talk to bro. You know what I mean? But the only time he can get back there is till around after lunch, I think. So that whole morning, we get up for breakfast. Everybody's talking. We like, yo, what the hell is going on? So as we're waiting for breakfast, they tell us to lock back down. Like, lock back down? So everybody like, for what? What we on lockdown for? The lady said, y'all didn't supposed to come out. Y'all didn't supposed to come out. Lock back down. So the sergeant came in and was like, yo, just lock back down, y'all. We got to handle something. Lock back down. So they locked us back down. So everybody's on the door to try to see what's going on. As we look up, we see the investigator coming, the two investigators coming. They have on the biohazard gear, like the pullover, the suit, and the, you know what I mean, and the mat, all that. So we like, everybody looking. So they went inside Timbo slicing and Robbie cell. So we like, what the hell is going on? We like, yo, what the hell is this, man? Like, what is going on? We like, I can't figure it out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't figure it out why they have on biohazard gear. They came with the little red little joint, see-through joint with the biohazard stuff in there where you pick stuff up at and collect evidence. Like, I don't know, but they was there. So they came in the cell and done that stuff, man. We saw it. We was like, yo, what the hell is that? What is going on? Boom. They finished what they had to do. They let us back out. We go to lunch. We come back from lunch. I see Tony fly over there to the hole. Boom, Tony fly over there to the hole. He was over there a minute. He was over that joint a minute, man. You know what I mean? So, boom. We locked down. We locked down when Tone came back. You know what I mean? You know, the first thing I did, I just went to the vet and was like, yo, bro, what the? Did you see Robbie back there? What happened? What bro say happened, man? He was like, man, look, man, I ain't even, bro, listen, you gotta wait till we come out, man, because he was like, I didn't get to talk to him long, but he was like, man, he was like, yo, man, he was like, yo, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm like, what? He was like, man, the man tried to tight leg him. I was like, tight leg? So me and Hot Rod looking at each other like, what the hell is a tight leg? We like, man, hold on, man. Like I'm confused still. He was like, man, listen, look, bro. He like, I'm gonna holler at you when I get a chance. He was like, I didn't get the whole story, but he was like, man, I'm gonna holler at you when we come out. You know what I mean? He was like, I don't want to put this on the vent. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow. So Hot Rod, we like, tight leg, like it wasn't funny, but I'm just saying, like, just imagine hearing that. Like, he tight legged him, like, what do you mean tight leg? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what tight leg means. You know what I mean? So boom. Like, what the hell is this, man? So, man, we all trying to figure it out. So that next day, we didn't even come out. We didn't come back out. So I don't know why they have us on lockdown, you know what I mean? But we didn't come back out. Like I told you, our pod was sweet as hell. They really let us do whatever we want to do. But they didn't let us come back out. So now everybody's trying to figure out why we're still on lockdown. So I go to door and ask Tone. I'm like, yo, was bro hurt? Like, you know what I mean? Did he stab him or something like that? I seen him run out the pod. Like, so he didn't look like he was hurt. He was like, nah, man. He was like, man, it's a long story, bro. He was like, he was going to give me the story. He said, Robbie said they're going to let him out. They're going to let him back out. You know what I mean? I was like, they letting him back out? I was like, were they fighting? He was like, no, they weren't fighting. You know what I mean? All right, boom. They locked us down for 2 days. We was there for 2 days. The sergeant came in there and was like, look, we had to do an investigation on something that we had to handle that happened in y'all pod. And it was an assault, you know what I mean? So he was like, that's why we had to put y'all on lockdown, for we can investigate this, make sure everything, nobody had nothing else to do with nothing. But y'all will be off lockdown by lunchtime. So boom. Before they let us off lockdown, we look up. We see Robbie coming back in. Now, they never packed his stuff or nothing. His stuff never got packed or nothing. They came and packed Timbo Slice stuff, though. They came and got his stuff that night. Rewind the tape. I forgot to tell y'all that. They went and packed his stuff up. So he was out of there. Timbo Slice was out of there. But Robbie's stuff didn't get packed up. So they bring him back. They bring him back to the pod. They bring him back to the pod, man. So, boom, we can't wait to see what the hell happened. And like I told y'all, man, prison, like, you hear some of the craziest things. I'm telling y'all, it be the craziest things, man. Like you always don't hear about people getting assaulted and stuff like that. But when the sergeant told us that, like, I was like, yo, like Hot Rod was like, then I said, yo, I hope he did. You know what I mean? I hope he didn't try to violate the young boy. You know what I mean? I was like, I hope he really didn't, man. So boom, we finally come out. When we come out, Robbie didn't come out at first. He stayed in the room. You know what I mean? I don't know what he was doing, but you can see Tone at the door talking to him. You know what I mean? So I ain't want to go to the door, to be honest with y'all, because me and bro was upstairs dirty. We had a lot of stuff in our room, and I didn't really want the police to see me at that, where the crime scene happened at. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's happening. Bro is back in the pod, so I know for a fact I'm going to talk to him. He going to come out sooner or later. So, you know, Hot Rod went to go play poker, you know, his usual activities. I'm right there, sitting there, still wondering, like, I'm still trying to figure this out. Like, yo, what really happened? Kind of like, you know what I mean? But like I told y'all, in prison, anything can happen. That's why I tell y'all, stay your ass out, because anything can happen, man. So boom, Tone, I can just see Tone. I can just see it, like, I can just see that he's disgusted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like really, 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 really disgusted. He's disgusted. I can see it in his face. So before me and him even can talk, boom, they do cell break. Robbie come out, man. Robbie got like a little scar on his head right here. Like, it's, you know what I mean? You could tell he went to medical. When he went to the hole for those couple of days, you could tell they patched it up a little bit. And it looked like it might have had stitches. I don't know, but it was patched up a little bit. You know what I mean? Right here on his forehead. So he come out and he just sit at the table. So Tone go to sit at the table. He called me over there. I come sit at the table. Boom. We sitting at the table, man. And Tone like, man, tell him, man, what happened, man. He was like, no, I don't want to talk about it, man. He was like, man, just tell him, man. He was like, that's crazy, man. He was like, there's some real crazy dudes in prison, man. Tone was like, if I see that dude, I'm going to kill that dude, man. If I ever see this dude, I'm going to kill him, man. I'm like, what happened? Man, Robbie get to telling us the story, y'all. And it was one of the most, I don't even want to use horrifying, man. It was one of the most craziest stories I've ever heard in my life. Y'all hear me? It was one of the most craziest stories I heard in my life. Robbie said, man, they was in the cell drinking, y'all. He said they was in there drinking and everything was going smooth. But he said the dude, Timbo Slice, kept giving them, he said he bought, this time he didn't put no money in with the wine. You know what I mean? He said he bought like 4 cups. So, you know, he's a little guy. 2 cups of some good wine will probably have him lit. And he smoked weed, all of that. So he said the man gave him 4 cups on top of what he already bought. So he had basically like a gallon of wine, 8 cups. So he said, the man trying to get, like, let's see who can drink the most. Nah, because that's how Timbo Slice used to drink. You would see him out in the pod, and he'll be like, he'll have his cup, and then when he do hit it, he'll be like, he'll knock it down. He'll knock the whole cup down, go back in the cell, get another cup. And that's how he used to drink. You never seen him just, like, sipping it, you know what I mean, chilling on that neck. So he said a man gave him 4 extra cups, and he was trying to see who can drink the most. And he said he don't know why he did it, because he know he can't even drink, you know what I mean? He said, man, they was in the junk. He said after they drunk, he said he drunk like 4 or 5, maybe 6 cups. He said he was lit. He was like, he couldn't drink no more. He said, so he's at the door, just standing at the door, looking out the door. So he said, as he's standing looking out the door, he said Timbo Slice came out of nowhere, grabbed his head, boom, and shoved it to the door. That's that noise we heard that night. You know what I mean? That's that noise we told y'all we heard. So he said when that happened, boom, he said like the junk hit him under his, on top of his eye. So he said he like it dazed him. So he said he fell back. Boom. He said when he fell back, he said Timbo Slice grabbed him, threw him on the bed. Man, he said this man threw him on the bed. He said with one arm, he was trying to tie him up. You know what I mean? He had something, he was trying to tie his arms up. He said he had his pinned down on the jump, arms pinned together, and he was trying to tie his arms up. He said he was bucking. So he said he just pushed his face down on the bed. Like, so he said as much as he was bucking, he couldn't get up. He said that's how strong Timbo Slice was. He said he couldn't get up. He said while a dude holding him down, one motion, he said he just started pulling his pants down the other motion. Scary stuff. He said he trying to pull his pants down. He said he'd get his pants down. He said when he got his pants down, he said the man started greasing up the same motion as he was holding him down and he pulling his pants down, man. He said now that he had his pants down, he said he saw back. He said as he looking back, bucking, he said the man is greasing up. Now, y'all know what greasing up means. Use your imagination. He said the man was greasing up. He said as the man was greasing up, the man was pulling his pants down, you know what I mean, all the way. He said the man trying to force himself into him, y'all. He trying to violate him. He said he was trying to force. He said he don't know if God was with him or if he don't know if it was just his lucky day, man. But he said the man couldn't do it. He said whatever, how he was bucking and moving and tightening, just making it, you know what I mean, pause. Like whatever he was doing, he said the man couldn't do it. He said the man couldn't get inside, man. Pause. He said the man couldn't do it. So as he telling me the story now, like at first he was telling me the story and I'm listening, but as he telling me, I'm like, because it was just imagine hearing that from the mouth of the person this happened to. So I'm like, I'm like, yo, what the hell? So I'm like, bro, he violated you, bro? He like, he just started crying. Tears, just a lot of tears just started coming out of his face. He was like, man, I don't believe this, man. This is crazy, man. I was like, man, what happened? What else? He was like, man, as this man saw that he couldn't penetrate him, he said the man went to the next resort. He said the man held him down, and he said, he was like on top of his butt kind of already. He said the man stuck his thing between his thighs and tight-legged him. I was like, tight-leg? Like, I never knew this. I never knew that concept. I never knew what tight leg meant. I never knew none of this stuff. I never knew that even exists of a tight leg. I'm telling you, I'm late. Don't blame me for not knowing. He said this man started doing it to the inside of his thighs. He said he held him down and he was kind of on top of him, but I guess because he was greased up, he was able to penetrate the thighs easily. You know what I mean? If y'all think about this sounds hard to do, but he said the man held him down and that's what he did, man. He violated his thighs. That's what he said he did. He said he violated his thighs, man. He said the man held him down long enough to pull out and he ejaculated all over him, pause. So I guess when he ejaculated all over him, you know what I mean? I don't know if somebody heard the noise. I don't know what if it was over with. He was like, man, I just couldn't do nothing. He said, I laid there. He said he got up off me. He said he got up off me. He said he wiped himself off. He said he got up. He didn't know what to do because if he moved wrong, he didn't know dude was going to attack him and try to finish the job. You know what I mean? So he said he stayed there. He stayed there with his pants down. And as he telling me the story, man, I'm like, I couldn't have been in that predicament because it would have went different. But I'm like, for real, bro is really small. Robbie's not a big dude. Like, he's somebody that, you know what I mean? Like, I just felt so bad. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. He said, man, he stood there and he said, Timbo Slice went to go grab his laundry bag under the bed. He said as soon as he grabbed his laundry bag, he said he did a dive. He dove to the button. Now there's a button by the door. If you hit that button, they will come on the intercom. He said, man, he dove to the button. Boom, he dove to the button. He said he looked up. Timbo Slice was looking at him, breathing hard, foaming at the mouth. And he said he didn't do nothing to him. He said he hit the button. He said, help me, please, help me. Help me, get me out of the cell. So he said the police still took like 5 minutes to come. He said, man, the police came. That's when they opened the door up. They ran out. He said, man, I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to face none of y'all. He said, I didn't want to look at none of y'all. He said, man, I just had to get out the park. He said, I was so embarrassed that this man, this tight-legged me, man. He said, man, this man. And as he's telling us, he's crying. And when I looked at Tone, I seen a tear come down Tone's eye because Tone really had love for bro. And like, I can imagine having love for somebody than experiencing this happening to somebody. Like, just imagine it, man. Like, the tight leg though, y'all, like, this is, I done seen and witnessed a lot of stuff, but for someone to get tight leg is the most embarrassing, craziest thing I ever heard in my life. Like, it's this tight leg, this thing, it's not funny, but like, this is crazy, man. So boom. As he's still telling us the story, he's crying. He was like, man, I just ran out the pod, man. I couldn't face y'all. Like, I just felt so embarrassed of this whole situation. I said, damn, bro, that's crazy, man. He said, man, that's why he was like, the investigators came and talked to him. He said, when he was in the hole, he said they went back to collect evidence of the man really doing that. He said, because he had some of the evidence on his thigh. So they went and got the evidence that was on the ground that was all over the cell too. He ejaculated. Man, it was crazy, man. Like, that was my first time experiencing hearing somebody saying they got tight leg. Y'all hear me? Crazy, man. Prison is crazy, y'all. That's what, like, man, I tell y'all, like, you don't want to. You don't want to come there, man. I'm telling you, man. Long story short, man, Robbie stayed in our pod for, like, probably about another 2 weeks, man. And after those 2 weeks, y'all, like, he just left. One day we woke up, he was gone. You know what I mean? Like, somebody say he checked in, he went to the hole. Like, I just think it wasn't the same being around us no more, man. I guess after he felt like he got tight-legged by somebody, you know what I mean? Like, for real, like, I thought he was blessed, you know what I mean? Like, he only got tight-legged. Like, imagine the dude would have got to the other spot. Like, you know what I mean? It could have been uglier, man. That's what nobody knew Timbo Slice was on this type of time. Nobody. Like, he never even showed he was like on some violating a dude. Like, he never showed like he was those traits. Like, he liked homosexuals. Like, he never showed any of those traits, man. But he was waiting for the right moment to strike. And I guess he felt like he strike dice by having that little ass roommate in there. And he knew he could overpower him. And he knew that's what he was going to do sooner or later, man. This dude was a psychopath. But that's what prison is full of, y'all. Prison is full of maniacs, man. And the man got tight-legged, man. The man got tight leg, yo. That was the first time I heard a saying like that. And to be honest with y'all, I'm glad it was the last time I heard a saying like that, man. It was disgusting, man. It was disgusting to hear, man. But that's the end of the story, y'all, man. I witnessed somebody get tight leg. I know everybody was waiting to see what is tight leg. That's what tight leg is, man. When your legs are together and somebody has sex with the middle part. Disgusting. It was disgusting to hear about, man. And for real, I pray that y'all stay out of jail, man. Like, it's just, like, my joints, like, I got horror stories, man. And I'm going to give them to y'all because I don't want y'all to go to jail, man. Like, I want people to see this and understand this what prison is. Prison has all the criminals, remember? We the people that was the criminals on the street. Like, all of them are in a place and called prison. And they all weirdos. They all weirdos, majority of them. Like, so, if you don't want to encounter none of these maniac weirdos, just stay out of jail, y'all. Like, jail is not where to be. Like, you know what I mean? You got people in there getting tight-legged. You tell me you want to go to a place like that? I know I don't want to go to a place like that. Everybody I know, I'm going to keep them out of a place like that. I don't want them to go through what I've been through, man. Experience what I experienced. See the things I saw. I don't want that for y'all, man. So I encourage everybody, man, to watch my channel, man, and stay out the way if you don't want to be tight-legged. If you don't want to be tight-legged, stay your ass out the way, man. Please, man. But I thank everybody again, man, for watching me, man. Watching the show. Appreciate y'all for watching again, man. Love y'all to death, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep turning me up. I had to throw y'all another one. I got the maniac stories coming. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Keep turning me up, man. Appreciate y'all again, man. Stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out out the way. Chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way. Kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way. Mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way. Staying out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.